expect everybody to ask a lot of questions if you'd like. I'm gonna do some quick introductions real quick. I'm Doug Kinslow, the mayor in Greenwood. Thank you very much. I'm sorry, side note. This is Casey Craig, our Parks Director. Danielle Smith, HR Director, and my assistant. Jeff Turner, our Street Director. Chief Stuart Bryan, our Fire Chief. Bob Purvis is our Chamber Director. Roger Rainwater in the Arkansas jacket is our councilman. A.C. Brown is councilman. Cinda Bell is on our Parks Commission. Charlotte Derry is our waterways. I was already skipping to John. John Bailey is on the waterways commission, and Charlotte Derry is our treasurer clerk. And just entering the room back there is Hunter Michaels, our building inspector, and that is Wyatt with him, Mr. Cool himself. So I'm not going to talk a whole lot tonight, which I know is going to surprise a whole lot of people, because I'm sorry, and we have several guests. Thank you guys for being here tonight, and get a chance to talk to these young folks. They're amazing. They're cool. So thank you for coming. Thank you folks for coming. And we have a gentleman that's running.
Mayor, will you speak into the
Oh, I'm sorry.
This
Yeah.
is live streaming.
Mr. Watson, I'll let you introduce yourself and tell me what you're doing.
Sure. I'm Adam Watson. I'm running for the state senate seat that covers part of Sebastian County, but includes Greenwood. I'm an independent. I've started a nonprofit that's been pushing back against the prison in Franklin County for the last 17 months or so. So when Senator Stubblefield passed in September, I decided to take a shot at the seat, and I'd love to hang around and talk to any of you that are interested afterward.
Cool. Thanks for being here.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to make a couple of points. This is a tax renewal. It's very important that we get the word out that it's a tax renewal. This has had a 10-year sunset on it. It's our second time to have this on the books, if you will. So it's going to be we'll have been in place 20 years when we hopefully renew this again. It's hugely important to the city of Greenwood. It's very specific to Casey's department, the Parks Department, the Street Department, and the Fire Department. It's a 3/4 cent sales tax that is divided 3 ways to each department, and it roughly provides funding of around $500,000 per department every year for these guys. Sometimes a quick answer to a question or a question to an answer is, could they survive without it? Obviously, this service is essential. We have to have that. We have to have streets. We don't have to have parks, I'm sorry. But we want them. I was Parks Director for about 10 years. But it's very essential to them to survive, basically. We could, we'll make do without it, but we don't want to have to do that. It's very, very, very important that this stays in place, and we put it back in place with another 10-year sunset. And that's about all I'm going to say. We have a lot of talking points, but I have people here that can talk more specific about it. Bob certainly can. Everybody can in the room, but I want the department heads to tell you what it means to them to get this back on the books. And we'll entertain a question at any moment. Anybody has a question at all? Do you have a question, sir, yet?
No.
You're gonna have one, though, aren't you?
Okay.
That's right. I can tell. So that's all I'm gonna say about it. And it's just big. It's just important to the city. If you enjoy any of those amenities, driving on streets, having fire protection, and our park system, it's a big deal to us to get this renewed again. So we'll start with Casey, if that's okay.
Oh, great.
So you're up. You can do it from right there. Oh no, we need you up here around there.
Brandon,
Oh yeah.
No, you're fine.
Okay, you're good.
I think probably the biggest thing for the Parks Department is the impact it has on the community. It's important for us as a team to be able to create beautiful park spaces that enrich your quality of life. It also goes a long way that when we talk about parks, that you folks as residents of the community understand everything that we do as a Parks Department is only raising your property values. So when we build a park space for folks to use and recreate in, that makes this community more appealing for folks that want to move here or potentially purchase your home when you decide to buy a bigger, larger home in the city of Greenwood. What we've done in the past 4 years since I've been here specifically, obviously last year we built the splash pad. Huge impact for our community. It's something that we have been waiting to do, since this tax first passed in 2015. 2015. So it's been 10 years in the making, and we got it done last year. We put 72 light poles along our walking path inside the city limits. We built the Cuthbert Bridge at the city lake and made our city lake trails more accessible. And then I think the operating stance is a little more boring per se, but it helps us operate our department. This tax does in a very efficient way and just helps general operating the parks department. Smaller projects are easy to gloss over, but we maintain two disc golf courses now. We were able to buy 19 acres in Bell Park to add on to Bell Park, so that is close to a 75-acre park now. We bought another piece of property in Crooked Creek with this tax money, that will be dedicated as green space and one day have a bridge crossing the creek to further connect trails inside the city as well. Future growth, this year we plan to build an inclusive park, with funding from the Arkansas Office of Outdoor Recreation. We received a $494,000 grant from the state of Arkansas, and those grants are huge for us because they make those tax dollars go a little bit further. They're putting water in our soup, so to say. So we'll have,
Matching percentage on it.
it's 50-50. Yep. So we'll have an adaptive playground. When it's all said and done, we will have a $998,000 playground space for children of all abilities to be able to participate on. The best part about that is that our contribution for the playground is only $275,000. So we're getting major bang for your buck. It's a 25% donation from the city, and 75 from the state, and then also local donations and grants. Other future plans, I'd like to see bathroom facilities. That's huge for our community. It's been something that's been asked for several times. A dog park has been on the plans for a while. I'd love to see a dog park in the community. And then future plans to blow up our trail system. After we have all of our parks finished, and we get started, on some of the more operating or maintenance issues, we will start to become Trail City USA. That's the goal. I think that covers the high points for me. Thanks, y'all.
Any questions for Casey? You can do it later anytime too. Anything about the parks you wanna know about? How about you? Do you go to Bell Park? Sometimes. Do you go, have you been to the splash pad yet? Up in Bell Park? Not yet. Hopefully, he just opened it this summer, or last summer. Casey touched on something, and I'll do this all night long, I'm sorry, I'll just jump into the middle of this news talk like I said I wasn't going to, but he touched on the grants. I wanna make sure that we say this, and Bob probably already has it in his head to say too. This $500,000 per department, so to speak, goes a long way toward all departments being able to match that money up with grant money, whether it be federal or state. Almost every park that he has, and we encourage each other every day, every month when we have meetings to go out for these grants. I told recently, you got a grant for some paper clips, go get it. But that money is used to make more money. It's not just $500,000 to him and that's all he gets. Now, he gets other funding, they all do. Not him so much, but these other two gentlemen get other funding. But that $500,000 makes it very possible. He just said that $250,000 match to another $250,000 or $400,000 this time. So that's a really important thing to remember, that we're getting big bang for our buck, literally, out of these grants. So, thanks, Casey. You wanna go? Sure.
Most of, the, capital sales tax money that we get is for projects. We finished the road up to the splash pad this last year. We also put a connector in at Westwood, connect Liberty Drive and Westwood Drive. That was a long time coming for school traffic and for folks in that neighborhood to have another way out of there. There's one way in, one way out. Those are just two that we finished in this last month or so. We've had this Bell Road to Denver resurfaced, and that one was part of the grant, with, the state RDOT. And that one was, we paid, keep it easy, like $25,000 for a $250,000 job. So that was huge for us. The other one we did, we joined with the county and resurfaced Greenwood. That road is one of the weird ones we have. It's a half and half. So we paid some of our materials through them. They didn't charge us for labor. We couldn't have afforded to have a contractor come in and do it for that. So that was big for us. What we'd like to see, we've got one huge project on Nashville, that will be starting, probably next month. We're gonna resurface, Nashville from Maine all the way down to Nashville. That street was never designed to carry the traffic that it does. It's turned into a collector street for the school, because the other one that was midway, East Gary up here, was blocked off several years ago. So there's only two other ways to get in that way, and so it's taken a lot of traffic more than it should have, so it's pretty beat up. So we're gonna try to get that done this year. We're gonna try to do Ware Road with that same RDOT grant. I haven't gotten the, quote on that yet, so I don't know what our percentage will be, but I feel like it'll probably be very close to the $25,000 for a couple $100,000 job. So, that one's coming up. We're looking at some drainage, issues. We've got a few drainage issues we're gonna try to fix, and we've got two bridges that we need to fix. One out on Elmer Road, and then one up in Stonebridge, subdivision there, that we're gonna need to repair. The bridges that are in the city belong to the city, but they're required to be inspected by RDOT. And so RDOT comes in and they inspect each bridge, and then they give us a report and tell us things that need to be done to it, things that we should be doing to it, and they give it a letter grade. And if it's a certain grade, we gotta do something fast. These two haven't gotten to that point, but we wanna get them before they do, cause I think it'll save us in the long run. Let's see, what else? Yes. So, one of the big projects we did with the RDOT grant also was the sidewalk on West Center. We were planning to continue that on using that grant as well. And so some of the money will have to be used for that as well. I don't know about you, but every time I see somebody, walking, they're using that sidewalk, it's a big deal, because that means they're not walking in the middle of the street, which we did have. I think that's everything. Anybody got any questions, ma'am?
When we say we did it with the grant, did we utilize city sales use tax money to do the match? Is that
Yes,
what
exactly,
that
yeah, it was
looked
the
like?
match for,
Cause it's, somebody may think, well,
Right.
it's a grant, but we.
it's not 100%. None of these grants that are out there are 100%. You gotta have that seed money in order to apply for the grant, otherwise you're not gonna get it. So that's why it's very important for us.
Yes,
we can-
sometimes we have to save that up, right?
Yeah, right, exactly. And that's one of the things the mayor touched on about the grant, so, any other questions?
Probably everybody knows RDOT is.
I thought I said it once, but it's Arkansas Department of Transportation.
Here I go again.
Yes, ma'am.
You also might can explain how we have to get on the list, people I don't think understand sometimes, we don't make these things happen fast enough, we have to be on RDOT's.
That's right. I mean, with all the other cities in the state, we compete, against them for these grants. And so, we got it this last calendar year. We might not get it this year, but we may get it the next year. The other thing that makes those interesting is the state government has a different, financial year than we do. We're calendar year, and they're July to June, so that doesn't always meet up the right way either. So, we're hoping we'll get this, before them in July when they meet, and, we hope we get selected with that.
Can you give, one last thing,
Yeah.
an example of what it would cost to do a project we've done, utilizing an RDOT grant? Like, how much had that been? Like, it's a lot of money.
Yeah,
So
this
without
one,
the grant, we
this
probably
one out here
wouldn't
was
do it.
$250,000 is what they covered, we covered 25. I mean, that's just a fraction of that project. So that's the big difference right there. We made $25,000 equal up to $275,000 ultimately.
That's huge. Thank you.
So point two, well, Jeff standing there, he kind of made it, but I want to make sure too, that this money, again, I keep saying this $500,000 that goes to each department, give or take $1 or $2. If it's not utilized directly with the grant, or 80% or 20%, it frees up other monies to use. So he doesn't have to dip into his, whatever he's got coming from county to do something with because of this tax that we're trying to remove. I had something else, and I'll try to think of it while Chief. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Appreciate it. Any questions, any more questions for Steve? Again, we can come back and ask all the questions.
Absolutely.
Chief?
I'm Chief Stuart Bryan, with the City of Greenwood Fire Department, and, first I'd like to say thank you for those that did pass the tax, original tax passed back in 2005, and then we renewed it, in 2015, and now it's up for, renewal again. If it wasn't for that tax, we would not be the fire department we are today. We're very fortunate to have a lot of good firefighters, but they come to us because we have good equipment and good resources and good training. With that training, we've been able to get our city down to an ISO of 2. Sometimes I think that shoots me in the foot on full-time staffing, but it's a great thing that we're down to an ISO 2, and that has everything to do with our buildings, our apparatus, and our training, combined with our water systems and county dispatch.
Hey, Stuart, before we get too far off that, will you explain what ISO is and what?
ISO is our insurance rating, that you have on your house. Well, it's actually a rating you would get, people will call and say, hey, how far am I from the hydrant? Or, their insurance, says, hey, ours is an ISO 5, how do we get it better? The ISO rating goes from 10 down to 1. 1 is the best, 10 is the worst. And basically, if there's a 10 area, which there are 10 areas very close to us, those are areas that aren't covered by fire stations and fire hydrants or other water sources.
You have a fire, they break marshmallows and coat hangers.
Well, we're very fortunate. We are actually the ISO 2, which is in the top 5% in the nation. And we got there with a lot of help from the water department, with great spacing of our fire hydrants and water sources. When we connected to Jamesport, that just made things that much better. That we had 2 sources of water to go to. We had our city lake and we had Jamesport system. So all that combined with our dispatch, and then what we're getting ready to see is our unified dispatch happen in Fort Smith, where fire, EMS, police are all together. That's going to increase our dispatch rating, and that should help us keep a high standard if we have to stay on track on what we're doing now. Some of the projects that we've had, I'll tell you, everything that you see at the Greenwood Fire Department is pretty much because of the sales tax. Station number 2, that's out by Lake Jack Nolan, was built 100% with the sales tax money. Our rescue, our small 4x4 rescue and brush truck were bought in 2009 with that money. Our ATV was bought with that money. The tower that you see running around here every once in a while, the 70-foot platform, was bought with that money. We built an addition on Station 1 with that money. All the generators at the other stations were bought with that money. And we have 2 brand new engines. When I say brand new, it's new to me, but one of them's a 2018, the other one's a 2023. And all that, our rescue boat, and people say, why do you need a boat? Have you guys ever seen a flood around here? That's why we have to have a boat. And I think we made 33 water rescues the last time we had a flood. It was 2 summers ago with that boat.
22.
And then we had to use the boat to get back to our station because we had so much flooding around here. Hopefully that won't happen for medical. Our A-Win radios, we buy all of our A-Win radios, which is the Arkansas Wireless Interoperability Network. We have, probably over 45 A-Win radios at our department, and those things are now about $5,000 a piece. Just so you know, it hasn't always been $500,000 coming in from the sales tax. It's been a gradual increase. I believe, around 2005, or when it started coming in, 2006, we were seeing 150,000 a year come in off that tax. So it was gradually getting more and more, and now we're up to, and that's just for my department, about $500,000 a year. The fire truck at that time cost around $300,000. The exact same truck now costs $1 million. A tower at that time cost $750,000. The tower now costs $2.5 million. And so, if this tax doesn't progress or keep going forward, if we don't get it passed, those things are just outreach. And not only that, but just a regular engine in our fire trucks, those things are going to be just very hard to replace in the future. We actually have to meet NFPA standard to replace an engine or a ladder every 20 years. And so where everything's on a rotation, you'll see us probably purchase a truck every 5 years or so to keep that rotation going. That way we'll have engine at station 2 and 2 engines out there, the backup engine's there, and then we have an engine in the tower here in our rescue. We also bought land for station 3. It is over on Mount Zion, the corner of Mount Zion and 71. And we have it all paid for in full. We paid it off, I think 2 years ago or last year. And it is paid for, and now all we have to do is build a station there in the future. Unfortunately, those station prices are worse than the fire truck prices. And so this would be detrimental to us. And one thing that this has done, since this is in place, is it's taken some of the heat off the rest of the city resources and city funding, where other departments can actually function and grow. Otherwise, you'd be throwing all your money basically at fire and police. And so we definitely need this to move forward. Some of the future projects, as I said, we're going to be having to replace some trucks in the future in Station 3. And then basically this replaces all our communication equipment and our needed gear. So our materials and supplies comes out of this, all of our maintenance on the trucks, on the buildings, everything comes out of this. And we definitely love to see it to move forward. And I can take any kind of question you got. Mayor, did I miss anything?
I don't think so. Appreciate it, Chief. Couple things I was thinking about while I was sitting there. The monies that we're talking about per department, we keep talking that way, and nobody's asked, but a lot of people do on Facebook, if you're a Facebook person, we see this a lot. Why are we buying a fire truck and the streets are not as good as they should be, or vice versa? Why are we overlaying the street and we need a fire truck? This money, per ordinance, is set to go to these departments for these particular reasons. He can't use his money and vice versa. So that's just something, general information. I do want to introduce Rob Powell, entered the room a while ago. He's also a city councilman right there, so glad to have a good showing of councilman here tonight. I'm gonna let Bob speak. Bob is the one that got this together. Bob's our chamber director, and he is also our chair of our economic development committee, which is a big deal. We're trying to get going.
In November, the council had a budget study meeting that they do regularly to kind of see where they're going. I guess October budget study meeting in October, and they kind of keep track of where we are through the course of the year. And the renewal of the sales tax came at the top of the conversation. The meeting was on a Tuesday. I thought it was the next night, so I missed the meeting. And while they were in the meeting, they said, who do we put in charge of this? And they looked around, I wasn't there, and I got volunteered. So that's why I'm here. But it is important. I represent our business community, but it is important to our business community that we be safe, that we be prosperous, that we have the amenities. The big goal that we have is we want more people to be in Greenwood. People that live in Greenwood want more restaurants. Well, guess what it takes to have more restaurants? More people to eat in those restaurants. We want a bigger variety of retail shopping experiences. Again, you got to have more people to make those retail shopping experiences this tax, we have said it's in large part, it's a public safety tax. Stuart mentioned it just a little. Our police department is funded through our general fund. We've got an outstanding police department. We get guys that like to stay here, even though they don't make a lot of money here, they like it here just like you all do, like we all do. If we didn't have this money dedicated to these three departments, a good chunk of that general fund would still have to go, we're still gonna have to fix roads, we're still gonna have a fire department, and yeah, we're still gonna have some parks. So one of the biggest impacts would be taking funding away from our police department if we were to lose this. We're the second safest city in Arkansas. Brad can't take all of the credit, but having a good, personable, workable, involved in the community police department, if y'all see our parades and all the other things that go on, you see our police officers, they're always there, they're always involved, they're in the middle of stuff because they wanna be. So that's the kind of department we have. Same thing with our fire department, same thing with our street department, our parks department, everything that goes on, these guys are involved in our community. It goes a long way to making this the quality of community that we have. I've watched those guys in the back, our council members, guard this budget. And they guard it pretty tight. And sometimes they make the department head squirm a little bit, but that's their job, and that's what we trust them to do. If y'all think this is a good idea, we'd like for you to tell other people that you think it's a good idea. You know, special elections, primary elections don't have the kind of turnout that you'll have in November. Oh, and one thing we forgot to mention, the reason we're having this now, all special elections that are called by cities and counties now have to be at either the primary or the November general election. Cities used to could call them and have, hey, we're gonna have an election in May, and that'd be the only thing on the ballot. The legislature changed that, so now they have to be either May, March, or November. Our primary this year in March, next year primary will be in May. If we waited until November, that's too late to give the state their required 90 days notice, because the state actually collects this tax for us. Therefore, we wouldn't get any tax receipts for March, for January, February, March. So we lose right at $1 million just because of paperwork requirements at the state. We're trying to get that changed, but still, that's why we're doing that election coming up now, so there's plenty of time, the state gets their notification, Greenwood keeps collecting it. Anything I can answer, ready to go.
Bob, could you just share that, you know, because this is a sales tax, it's not just on the burdens of the, you know, the citizens, but I mean, just anybody that
Yeah, one
comes
of
in
the
here
good
to
things
shop.
you have in a town like Greenwood, where we've got a lot of rural areas around us. In fact, I was at my stepdaughter and my son-in-law's house today, because I picked the grandkids up after school. You know, they live a half mile outside the city limits. They do all their shopping here. And we're a hub for people as far away as Walden. They come here to shop. So, can't tell you what percentage, but it's more than 10, probably closer to 20-25% of all of these taxes. Look at the money's paying for us. So that's not a bad deal either. Kind of a Tom Sawyer sort of deal, if you remember the white fence. Anything else, anything I'm missing, Mayor?
No,
These cards that we gave you all, on the back of them is blanks. If y'all think this is a good idea, write down the name of 3 or 4 people that you're gonna call. Don't give it back to us, just write it down for yourself, and call some other folks and ask them to support it as well. We're going to have, on the city's website here in the next few days, we'll have all this information
It's already
there.
on there.
Did you get there already? Okay, good deal, good deal. Cause I didn't do it today, until last night. So, we're gonna have that there. We're gonna have stuff that's gonna go out for cell phones, for texts, for all of that. So, please help get the word out. It's important to our community.
Thanks, Bob. One thing I want, one more thing. Somebody asked why is there a 10-year sunset? Rod Powell's always been a champion of this. There's a 10-year sunset. You know, it'd be nice if it was there forever, and we never had to do this. But there's a 10-year sunset on there, so we as a city can prove to you what we do with this money. It's important that you know, and you see something, these tangible things, the park that you need to go to, the water park, and your sister. But those things are tangible, and you can put your hands on, you can go get on the trails and get nice streets and a nice fire department. And so that's on Yes, sir.
Is there any significant pushback to this, or do y'all just do this, number one, to prove it up, and number two, is a matter of good governance?
Yeah, we have not seen any this time, but, in the past, I was here, several of us were here 10 years ago when we tried to, or originally put it on. There was a little bit of resistance, we've not seen it yet. Again, it's in March, it's coming up real quick.
Sure.
We hope there's not any, and, nobody likes taxes. I don't like it, nobody likes them, but it is how we function. So, but I've not heard through a grapevine or anything else, so.
That's
But we
good, I
wanted to-
appreciate you doing this anyway.
Yeah, absolutely, and yeah, and that's a good point, we're just gonna do it anyway, whether.
We're going to put another one.
We've got a couple more, we're gonna go to the Senior Citizen Center, talk to those folks. We thought we were gonna get to talk to the school, but that didn't work out.
Yeah,
We've got a couple of things.
That snowstorm killed us there.
And you
Can
have
they go
some-
to the
We're gonna do
PD
one
for
more
13
here,
and fire?
We'll do, fire chief will do one on the fire department for good guys, police department will do one over there, and then another public or.
Next week is the senior center, and then we have another one in March, another town hall, so.
And you'll see some signage, out a little bit, there's plenty of signs out there now, and there'll be more, right? You'll be guilty of that.
Yep.
And so will I later, but, there'll be some signage out there just to remind people that what this is. So. Questions, really, we love it, and councilman, if you guys like to talk about it, or add anything you want to, Charlotte?
Well, can you speak on what would happen if it didn't? I mean, more in depth about what life would be like for us.
Life would not be good. It would be tough. I was the old parks director, so that would be, he would be hit the hardest, I would think. And he would probably be functioning on grants. And he wouldn't be functioning on matching grants because he wouldn't have any money to match them. He would be literally doing that. Can we survive without a park system? We can, but it's sure nice to have it. The trail system, if you enjoy walking on the trails and everything, all the amenities that he mentioned, and the coming amenities, I'm telling you that all-inclusive park out at Westwood is gonna be amazing. That's in your backyard over there at your school. So, it would just be tough. I don't have the financials to talk about that. Our financial director's not here, and we're glad because it'll be a 4-hour meeting. I'm joking. I'm Tom, I'm joking. But it would be somewhat difficult. It would be, we would be mentioned, and these guys, Tom mentioned it, or Bob, sorry, mentioned it a while ago. Council, it took us a while to get our budget passed this year. Okay. Just
Look,
trying to.
your fire department at work.
Your fire department work.
We would lose police officers.
Yeah, we would lose
We
personnel.
would fire them, but actually
Absolutely.
somebody left, that position wouldn't be filled.
Yeah, we couldn't fill. We've got, and it may seem like a lot, but there's no hiding it. We've got 25 officers now, 26, huh? 21? Okay, at one time we had 25, I think, so we're now, we're 21, but like you said, we wouldn't be able to fill those positions back. It would just get a little bit.
And that sounds like a lot, but.
It does.
If you take away
But if you,
3 shifts a day,
yeah,
that takes 6 guys just to have somebody working
24/7, 365.
5 days a week. Do it 7 days a week, then it takes 8 guys just to have 1 guy working.
is that?
Yeah, no, that's helpful.
It'd be tough. It'd be like your budget at home being cut in
The
half.
street department is the only department of those 3 that gets money from the state.
Right.
The rest of them,
They get
parks and
turned back
fire,
on.
They turn back money.
they would have to rely completely on general fund, and that wouldn't be sustainable.
Probably wouldn't have the reaction we had right now or that response right there, that quick, so.
Well, yeah, I just think it's amazing just how much it has grown. I mean, when we first started, you think, well, we were just excited to get, the 150 or 60,000 that we got, each, department, parks, fire, streets, but now it's grown to, a little over 500,000, I guess, for each one of those, and, it's just,
Which, sorry to interrupt you, which in that time, I was parks director, as I mentioned, 150 to me was a big deal. And it takes that 500 now to be a big deal to him because inflation and everything that's going on. So that's a good point, and a great point you made a while ago, to say that it's not just Greenwood citizens funding this, it's everybody that comes into town, Walmart and Brahms, and that's, tax didn't pay for Brahms, will say, the sidewalk, we mentioned, talked about sidewalks a while ago, and the cost of things these days. You said $250 on something. The sidewalk, project on Center Street, which is now Center Street, used to be Ten Spur, $500,000 to $600,000. When we first applied for that, our finance director was real quick to say that was supposed to be 80-20. Well, it turned out to be 60-40 or 70-30 by the time, inflation hit it. We spent a little over $500,000 to build a sidewalk. So there are plans to extend the sidewalk that we have on Center Street all the way to Walmart someday. And so that, it's not necessarily gonna come into your neighborhood, but hopefully it'll be on the front of your neighborhood on 10. But, no, I agree with you. We don't have anything out there, so maybe one of these days we can get you some sidewalks. We have, again, Rod and AC2 both are very sidewalk oriented guys, and so is Hunter back there. So we are,
I think there's several of us here now that our goal is to make the city walkable.
yeah, for sure,
Yes,
for sure.
being stuck, being car dependent
Yep.
is one of the major reasons that, we're unhealthy as a society.
Absolutely, sure, absolutely. Mina is doing extraordinary things. I don't know if you're familiar with what's going on down there. I recently got to hear an NPO meeting, the mayor from Mina was there, and he was sharing, I didn't know how big that was, and I told him, I said, well, just go ahead and, what is it, 65 miles or whatever it is, I said, go ahead and pave back up there to Greenwood, and we'll all hook up on the same trail. So, we're not gonna do that anytime soon, but, we do hope to hook our sidewalk system and trail system up to go toward Fort Smith and the Chaffee, that
And that,
area.
I don't know if I told you, but that was a phone call that I got today,
Okay,
that's turning back up.
that's good.
It kind of died down a little bit,
Yeah,
but,
there's
Mike
a huge plan.
Mike Stevens.
It's pretty impressive.
called me, and that's what he was telling me.
We have, yes, sir.
I said, the other thing, we mentioned sidewalks, but our trail system, we're trying to get that extended out there,
Yeah.
further west.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, brought that, property in Crooked Creek.
Yes, yes. We have a great, truly a great relationship with RDOT, the Arkansas Department of Transportation. And grant-wise, they know that when they put a grant release, we're the first ones to sign up for it. We're pretty greedy when it comes to asking for grants. We just keep on and on and on, and that's how you get your money. The bypass has nothing to do with what we're talking about here today, but that's a good example of how well the council for sure, and we try to make sure that our money goes as far as it possibly can. Back when we did this little campaign for that, to pass a bond issue to get the bypass built, it was traffic relief. And we did that and presented it to the citizens. It passed, I think, 75% to whatever, 25 or something, overwhelmingly to get that. We locked in at $5 million for our portion of that, which was estimated at $25 to $26 million project. We locked in at $5 million. They put it out for bids, it was $58 million. So we got a heck of a deal on our $5 million bond. So everybody in this room continues to work hard to make sure these dollars are stretched. But yeah, we'll ask Casey. I'm pointing at that. But, you are in need of some recreation over there. That's a pretty good sized subdivision, yeah. Other than a water break. You don't need that. But that was taken care of pretty quickly, hopefully, for you guys. Any other thoughts, any other questions?
Is your only plan to increase voter turnout, calling and campaigning?
Do what, I'm sorry?
I said, is your biggest plan for,
Yes.
to increase voter turnout for,
Yes,
the people in
we're depending on you.
Tennessee?
We are, and that's what these meetings are for, to try to get the word out. It's, if this, Bob made a good point, we got this on March, just trying to get this thing done. We don't wanna lose $1 million for one, but we also wanna get voters, and recent, the vote that was just taken last night, night before.
2 minutes ago.
I'm not saying it's sad, but it is sad that not more people come out to vote. So we're trying to get the word out, we want people to vote, we just get it out the best we
We're
can.
putting signs out in front of projects
Yeah,
that
there
the
is some
tax have paid for previously.
Good
We'll
point.
put it out on Facebook multiple times, I've shared it multiple times, it's on our website. It's just gonna be a lot of word of mouth, since it is coming up next month, but we do have signs being made
Yeah, Jeff,
currently or will be.
yeah, street department's gonna prepare and literally make some signage. We can't go put a sign up that says vote for this, but put a sign up that says this project was paid for by your city sales and use tax. And we'll be dotting those all, we should have done that all along, but no fault of yours.
Highway department does, you know, everything they pay, there's a sign there that says pay for more.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Cindy, you got? Good. Cindy came in a while ago. Cindy Bell is the Bell Park. If it wasn't for Cindy, we wouldn't have Bell Park. So, she came in a while ago. She said, "Are we gonna be preaching to the choir?" But thank you guys for coming. It was not a big turnout, and that's okay, but we appreciate you taking the time to be here, for sure. Did you take notes, sir? Okay. Have you got me looking good?
I just wrote down that your name.
Oh, sweet.